They often said money didn't define class, character did. But for some people, power and arrogance walked hand in hand, until life decided to humble them. Lily, a patient waitress in her mid-30s, stepped gracefully to a corner table at Viridian's, the upscale restaurant known for its soft lighting and quiet elegance. "Good evening, sir. Welcome to Viridian's. May I take your order?" she asked with her usual warmth. Daniel Hayes didn't bother looking up from his phone. "Yeah, make it quick. I'm in a rush. Steak, medium rare. And don't mess it up this time, last time it was overcooked." "Of course, sir. I'll make sure it's perfect," Lily replied, her voice steady. She had served hundreds of customers in her years there, but few were as dismissive as Daniel. His sharp tone, impatient gestures, and cold detachment placed him firmly among the most condescending guests she had ever encountered. Still, she carried herself with quiet grace. When she returned with his meal, she set the plate down gently. "Here you go, sir. Steak, medium rare, as requested." Daniel tasted it, smirking. It's acceptable." "Barely. I'm glad it's to your liking, sir," she said softly. "Don't flatter yourself. You people should be grateful to even work in a place like this," he muttered, shaking his head as if the world owed him better. Moments later, he glanced at the bill. $180 for this? Ridiculous. "I'm sorry, sir. Prices have increased slightly due to..." Yeah. Spare me the excuses." He signed the receipt, leaving the tip line blank and marked with a bold 0. Lily approached politely. "Was everything all right with your service, sir?" "Everything was fine. You just don't deserve extra for doing your job. Maybe work harder next time," Daniel said before walking out, self-satisfaction trailing behind him. But the next day had plans for him he never saw coming. His assistant caught up to him in the office corridor early that morning. "Sir, the new building acquisition contract is ready. You're meeting the property owner at noon for the final signing." "Perfect," Daniel said, adjusting his tie with a smug grin. "Let's add another trophy to my collection." A few hours later, he entered the sleek conference room. Polished wooden furniture, glass walls, and soft ambient lighting hinted at the wealth behind the property. Daniel glanced around. "This place looks familiar," he muttered. "Yes, sir, it's actually in the same building as Viridian's restaurant downstairs," his assistant replied. "The owner requested to meet here." "Funny coincidence," Daniel murmured. The door opened. Footsteps echoed softly as the property owner walked in. Daniel turned, and froze. It was Lily, the waitress. She closed the door calmly behind her. "Good afternoon, Mr. Hayes." Daniel blinked in disbelief. "Wait, you're the waitress from last night. What are you doing here?" Lily offered a composed smile. "I'm here because I own this building, Mr. Hayes. And the restaurant you dined in is one of my tenants." His mouth opened slightly, the confidence draining from his face. "I inherited this property from my father," Lily continued. "I work as a waitress occasionally, not because I have to, but because it keeps me grounded." Daniel scrambled for dignity. "Well, it was just a misunderstanding last night. You know how things are. Long day, bad mood." "You belittled someone you thought was beneath you," Lily said, cutting him off gently. "No amount of money excuses that. Look, can we move past this? Let's just finalize the deal." "I'm afraid not," she replied. "I don't sell my father's legacy to people who disrespect others. Especially my staff." Daniel's composure cracked. "You can't be serious. Do you know who I am?" "Yes," Lily said. "A man who can't see beyond his own ego. This meeting is over." The words landed like a gavel. For the first time in his life, Daniel Hayes had encountered a problem his wealth couldn't solve. His arrogance had cost him millions, but more painfully, his dignity. Later that evening, he found Lily back in the restaurant, smiling warmly as she served customers with the same grace he had once dismissed. He approached quietly. "Miss Lily, I wanted to apologize. You didn't deserve how I treated you." Lily met his eyes with gentle understanding. "It's all right, Mr. Hayes. What matters is that you realized it." "I've been thinking about what you said," Daniel admitted. "I built everything chasing respect, but never earned it. Thank you for opening my eyes. Sometimes life teaches us through humility, not success," Lily said, offering him a kind smile before returning to her work. And Daniel Hayes walked away that night, carrying something more valuable than any deal, a lesson he needed, delivered by the last person he expected.